Well, I just had a minor heart attack. I'm not even sure if you'll be able to see this, but it's 4:30 in the morning and we're out paddling on the lake before sunrise. Now, it definitely looks a little bit cloudy, but we're headed back to Spirit Island and hope that some of the cloud burns off or that some sunlight gets through, and who knows, hopefully we'll get some beautiful colors right at Spirit Island. So fingers crossed, we still have a little bit of paddling to go. What a beautiful, calm morning. We just arrived at Spirit Island, which is that little island over there, which, to be honest, is actually connected, so it's sort of a weird island, I guess. This is actually quite a tourist attraction. There's docks over there where boats, I think, come every 20 minutes, but of course we've beaten all the boats today by canoeing here. So there's a little bit of a walkway that takes you a bit higher so you can kind of look down, but we were taking some shots just using our beautiful red canoe as a bit of foreground interest with this beautiful mirror turquoise water reflection. It just looks so beautiful, and the mountains in the background with some low-lying clouds. Exposures anywhere from 3 seconds. I think when we first arrived it was probably closer to 15. It just looks really beautiful. We've been changing the sort of orientation of the canoe a few times, shooting from sort of down low like this, as well as up high looking down at it, as well as the mountains. So sort of a little bit of experimentation, having fun with that pop of red color against this otherwise muted scene. And I don't know, it's still, I don't want to jinx it, but I'm not so hopeful we're going to get some colors at sunrise, but some morning light would still be really beautiful. But either way, having a really fun time shooting here, and it's all part of the adventure. Well, I just had a minor heart attack. I was out shooting on the dock over there, and I heard some noises, and I wasn't sure where Michaela was. And so, of course, my first thought is, it's a bear. And I knew I heard something, and I just was freaking out more than a little bit. But we got together, and we sort of took a little bit of a look. And at least I wasn't going crazy. I definitely heard a sound. But it's a cute little deer. There's actually 2 of them, so I'm not sure where the other one is. Oh, I see it over by the solar panels. But, oh, it always makes me feel a little bit uneasy out here in nature with the bears. Have the bear spray, but, yeah, if it's just deers wandering around, that's okay. So I think we're just finishing up here. I've been sort of shooting from all over the place. This flat lighting and all the clouds that are constantly covering and revealing the mountains just look so beautiful. And some of these last shots that I've just been grabbing have been from up here, just along this little walkway that they've created. And sort of every meter or so that you end up moving, you've got different trees framing the shot for you. And so we've left our canoe down there, and I've been shooting a few, and so one from sort of right here, where the canoe is just the foreground interest, and then framed by both sides on the trees, and then just looking out into the beautiful calm water and the mountains in the background. So still have a few more shots to do, just experimenting a little bit with some of the framing and the angles, but I think with that blue water and the really sort of cloudy, muted sky, that red canoe just looks absolutely gorgeous in the scene, and it provides perfect foreground interest. So yeah, move around a little bit more, but I took a lot of photos this morning, and I'm happy with so many of them. I wanted sunrise colors, but this is gorgeous, and oh, definitely worth waking up at 4 a.m. paddling under what is barely moonlight, I guess, but definitely worth waking up at 4 a.m. for this. Looks like we're not quite finished yet. We have one more shot we're going to get. Michaela's just headed down. She's going to paddle around this little bay here, and I'm going to shoot her. I'm going to shoot her handheld, just so I have a little bit more freedom in my composition. And I think just because I'm on a handheld, I'm going to have to bump my ISO and play around with the aperture, just make sure my shutter speed is okay. But at least in this case, I'm working with my subject, and so she knows not to move too quickly, not to move her body or the paddle. And so apart from just drifting in the water, even though it looks very calm, I think we should be able to get some really nice photos here. And then I think this will finally be it. I think we're going to have to head back to our camp and about a half-hour paddle back, have some breakfast, and then a 3-hour paddle back to the start of the lake.